Take a breath with me, not to change anything, not to fix anything, just to arrive. Because the truth is, your love life is not random, it's not unlucky, and it's not broken. It's scripted, not consciously at first, but quietly, through repetition, through memory, through what you've learned love was supposed to feel like. Most people think they're choosing partners, but what they're really doing is replaying a story written in moments where love felt conditional, a story written in moments where affection was inconsistent, a story written when you learned that longing felt more familiar than safety. And so the mind says, this feels like love, when really, it just feels familiar. Here's the part most people miss. The subconscious does not seek happiness. It seeks confirmation. It looks for proof that the old story is still true. So if the script says, I have to chase love, you'll be drawn to people who pull away. If the script says, I'm chosen last, you'll find yourself in triangles, situationships, or emotional distance. If the script says, love leaves, you'll feel chemistry with people who are unavailable. Not because you want pain, but because your nervous system recognizes the pattern. This is where rewriting begins. Not by forcing affirmations, not by pretending you don't feel what you feel, but by becoming aware of the script that's been running you. Ask yourself quietly, what always happens in my love life? Where do things usually turn? And what point do I start shrinking, chasing, or doubting? That moment, that's the script cue. And here's the most important truth. You do not rewrite the script by focusing on another person. You rewrite it by shifting the role you play. When you stop auditioning for love and start embodying safety, presence, and self-trust, the entire cast changes. Because love does not arrive when you convince someone. It arrives when your internal story no longer requires proving. This is where the old timeline dissolves. The one where love had to be dramatic, the one where uncertainty felt exciting, the one where waiting felt like hope. And a new script begins. One where love is calm, consistent, mutual. One where you don't wonder where you stand. You don't overanalyze texts. You don't abandon yourself to keep someone close. Not because you hardened, but because you softened into certainty. Here's something few people realize. When the script changes, the nervous system changes. Your body no longer confuses anxiety with attraction. Peace no longer feels boring. Availability no longer feels suspicious. You start recognizing love not by intensity, but by ease. And that's what alignment happens. You don't manifest love by effort. You allow it by becoming unavailable to the old story. So right now, silently, let this land. I am no longer available for love that requires me to betray myself. Say it without force, without drama, just truth. Because when the script shifts internally, life responds externally. Different conversations, different pacing, different people. Not because you chased a new outcome, but because you stepped into a new role. And here's the final piece. You don't rewrite the love script once. You rewrite it daily. Every time you choose self-respect over longing, every time you pause instead of chase, every time you trust what feels steady instead of what feels familiar. That's the work, and it's subtle, and it's powerful. Because the greatest love story you will ever live begins the moment you stop repeating the past and start authoring the present. Because here, let that settle. You are not waiting for love. Love is waiting for you to finish rewriting the script.